Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Humble Lector, and today we got another figure here from this Across the Spider-Verse wave, and this is definitely the Spider-Punk, one of the favorite figures I think from this whole wave. And yes, definitely today what we can do is of course check out the figure, go through the articulation, accessories, and of course do some comparisons, and of course give you my thoughts and my opinions at the end. So yes, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start off here with the packaging, and I gotta say I really like this kind of style, very retro style-ish, but with a modern twist to it. And the reason why I held off from this figure, from reviewing this figure, because I just really wanted to keep it inside the box and just look at it, because I think it really looks really nice with that whole plastic display. But for the purpose of this review, and also the fact that I really just want to check out how good is this figure over here, I decided to go on and just open this bad boy up. And yes, we have the other figures from this wave here as well, all looking really nice. But I gotta be honest with you guys, like when I saw this in stores a few months ago, I really felt that it was looking really weird. The plastic looked really cheap on that. But after definitely watching the movie, I felt that I really should get this whole wave because it looks really cool. And so without further ado, let's just open this bad boy up. Right, so here we go with the Spider-Punk figure, and definitely I gotta say I really like him here. Very similar to the other Spider-Punk figure that we have gotten so far, which I really do like as well, which I can put here on the side. And this figure came to prominence during the whole Spider-Verse saga, which was one of the best Spider-Man storylines in the past decade for me, to be honest, because it's one that I actually followed the most. And when actually Spider-Man came out, I thought he actually was in comics before that, but so happened that he was only introduced in the Spider-Verse series, saga or whatsoever. And I really like that character. And when I found out he was coming out in the movie, I was really excited for it, and I didn't know and I didn't expect actually for him to have such of a big role in the whole movie over there. So looking at this figure over here, I think it does do a lot of justice to him. Like I mentioned before, especially with the whole wave, yes, definitely it feels and it looks very Happy Meals kind of style with the bright colors and the funny body mold, but I think it does a fair job in terms of accuracy on this. And just bringing this figure a little bit closer on him, he is very lanky, very thin, and that is definitely what the style is going for when it comes to this whole wave over here. So I'm not going to fault Hasbro too much on that, because if they change too much, it's not going to look a lot like the movie there. But definitely when just like switching it around and playing with this, it felt very flimsy, and I felt that I'm going to break it. And talking about the accessories here, we only have one extra pair of hands, which isn't too surprising because that's almost what we got with this figure over here. And now just looking at this, I think here does give you a lot of details and sculpting, and I think this is why this is one of the more favorite figures from this whole wave. Like if you go onto the head alone here, you can see that one of the spike is bent backwards, so you gotta hit this up and kind of push it back there. And yes, good amount of silver color here, and the face as well, like it's all messed up and very funky here, but it does still look very cool. The spider webs on him as well looks pretty decent, I would say. The lines are a little bit off, but I'm not sure whether it's really accurate to the whole movie in that sense, but it does look pretty cool. And going on to the neck, you do have that neck chain on him. The vest as well looks really cool. The blue shirt on him as well looks really nice, tattered and torn on him. And going on to the arms, you do have this nice kind of okay, this one here doesn't come up because does look like it does have some gap. You do have that nice arm bracelet over here on his biceps and also on his hands here. It's all painted with the blue lines. And I do like the wristbands on him here as well. Looks really nice. You can see that nice spikes on him here. Looks really decent, and yeah, I think it looks really cool. The jacket as well, good amount of details on him. And I'm just going to bring this a little bit closer for you guys to see. So you can see that nice amount of badges on him. I'm not sure whether they are exactly accurate, but it does look really cool with that amount of details. And of course, just going on to his lower torso here, the jeans as well, good amount of belt details there, and his kind of I forgot what they call it, suspenders. Yes, suspenders. It's all like really cool, very punk rock style-ish, which is what they're gonna follow. And the jeans as well, a good amount of details on one side. You can see on the other it's a bit different. Very, very cool. The boots, very consistent, very nice. And if you look at the guitar here, it is a little bit bent, if you can see here. I'm not sure whether it's warped because it's stored in the storage or it's meant to be like that. And it's not a straight line, as we can see here. And I do like the paintwork that does come on him. And if we check out the other Spider-Punk that we've gotten from this one here, which is very, very plain. So we can compare both of them here. It is exactly using the same one, but this one is a little bit crooked. I'm not sure whether it's meant to be that way. And you can see it's about the same thing. Like, you can use this and paint it as much as you want. And I think that was the whole purpose on this. And this is how it actually looks. Really, really cool. A good amount of details. And right now, I'm just going to put these two figures here next to each other. Do a full-on comparisons here, because I think definitely these people everybody is watching this want to see how do they compare to each other. So in terms of like the style, like this one does have the more simplistic look. It does follow the pizza Spider-Man body mold. Really, really nice at its own time as well. Really cool. And this, I wouldn't say is the perfect replacement for this. This one definitely is more for the movie version. This one definitely goes for more of the comic book version. And as we can see from the hands as well, this one does have the, I think, G chord or whatever. This one's just like, I don't know, I'm not a guitar player, but it's a different kind of hand, which I really do appreciate. But for the pick hands here, this one is really cool because it does give you a good one of details here. This one as well is a little bit different, but still good amount of details. And the shoes, like you can see, the shoes are different compared to the boots we have on the new Spider-Punk. So putting them at the side here, what we are going to do right now is go on to articulation. So in terms of the head movement, it does use a disc joint, so you can tilt all the way back here this much, which is really nice, especially if you guys want to put him into some rocking poses. And if you want to go down, you can go on all the way this much here. You can of course rotate it as much as you want. It does give you a nice hinge over here. And going on to the arms, it does give you a nice T pose here. Not too bad, I would say. It doesn't go all full 90 degrees, but still a decent amount. You do have your nice bicep swivel, and you do have your pinless jointed double knee elbows over here, which does go back a fair amount, I would say. Really nice. And you do have some nice wrist rotation and a hinge up and down as well. Going on to the torso, you can crunch forward this much here, 90 degrees, but you can see it's like similar to the Miles Morales, which looks really, really weird. But he does have the jacket, so it's not too bad, I would say. You can crunch backwards here this much, but it looks really, really weird with the torso there. And you do have some nice waist swivel here, nice rotation. Going on to the legs, you can spread out a lot over here, which is really cool. And you do have some nice upper thigh swivel. And going on to the knees, you have some pinless jointed, double jointed knees, and it's hindered a little bit by the boots, but it's still very, very good and decent. And yes, you do have nice boot rotation here and the cuff rotation, and also you do have some nice angle pivots here as well. And like I said, the joints on this is really, really cool, but it is very, very skinny and thin, so definitely be a little bit careful with your figures when you're posing this one up. Again, here are the two Spider-Punk figures that we've gotten. So you can see that this one's a little bit taller and definitely much more skinny here compared to the older Spider-Punk figure over here. I know English is at 3 a.m. in the morning, which is yes, it's really tiring over here. Alright, and here he is next to the other characters from this whole Spider-Verse wave. We also have the Spider-Man Noir, SPDR, which we did see at the end of the movie, and we have Spot, and also the first Peter B. Parker that came out from the Stiltman Beth over here, which still looks really, really nice. And I gotta say, I mean, this whole wave does look very, very interesting so far. Okay, so that is it with the Spider-Punk figure. And I gotta say, like, for a rating, I would definitely give this a nice solid 7.5 out of 10. I mean, it is definitely really cool. Accessories, I think they have done a really good job over here. but definitely, you know, it feels a little bit fragile for my liking, but it is pretty accurate to the movie. So overall, I think it's a really good figure to have. I think I did wish that the paint they use on this could be a little bit better to not give it a more Happy Meal look, but overall I think it's still a very good figure to have. So yes, these are just my thoughts and my opinions. Leave yours in the comment section down below. If you guys enjoyed this, do click the like and smash that subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future. And also do follow me on my socials on the Instagram at the Humble Lecter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.